Entertainment World Soldier here. I'm back to talk about Picard episode 3. And it isn't getting better, it's getting worse. This episode was boring. Just boring. Nothing really happened. There was one fight scene, but that was it. Most of the information we got was... We've already heard all this stuff. The story's not gone anywhere. We're still on the same fucking planet. God, do you remember in Star Trek when they used to go other places, find other species? No, we're still on Earth and it's still fucking stupid. That's all. It's all Picard is right now. I don't know where to go. But I'm just going to say this. The acting in this episode, crap. Just unbelievably crap. You know, you hire them. I mean, did you not see that they could not act, some of these guys? There's a new captain. Not impressed so far, but he was in one episode, so I'm going to give him that. I'm going to let him off a little bit, but... God, I mean, how am I supposed to get excited for this, Picard writers? How am I supposed to get excited when it's just boring ass shit? The camera work was also fucking terrible. It's like always at angles. I don't get that. Could you just keep the camera still? Just do that for me, because I'm tired of looking up and down and fucking left and right and shit. Just still. Keep the camera still. That's all I want. Bloody hell. The writers don't know what they're doing with Picard. They really don't. I feel that episode 1 and 2 were going somewhere, and then this episode pretty much just said, stop that shit and let's go somewhere else. And God. I'm going to go into spoilers now. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, go away now. So it starts off with Mars again. Every fucking episode now, just start off with Mars. Why fucking bother, right? Just concentrate on Mars. The Mars attack happens, drones, all that crap. Then we go 15 years, because it's 15 years later, and then we go to a scene where Picard comes out of Starfleet headquarters, and he pretty much looks pretty down, because that was Starfleet telling him that his mission's cancelled to help the Romulans. Even though the Romulan Empire has millions of ships, they still need Starfleet's help. They still haven't explained that. We're 3 episodes in, and they still haven't explained how the Romulan fucking Empire doesn't have enough ships to save its own people. Don't get it. They're a fucking empire. They even say it multiple times. And they don't ever explain how they didn't have enough ships to save themselves. God. We then meet a new person called Raffi. And she is... Well, they're waiting for Picard to come out and tell her what's going on. So Picard does. She's kind of like going all like insane, saying, hey, did you tell Starfleet our plan? Did you tell them about all the ships we can still send to help the Romulans that obviously need help? And he's just there like saying, yeah, I told them, but Starfleet's too scared to help. And again, this is not Starfleet. Starfleet would help. It's fucking in their DNA. If you want to say they won't help, explain it. Rather than just saying they're a bunch of fucking racists, which is what they're saying. Again, Starfleet have helped the Klingons, they've helped the fucking Romulans before, and they've helped the Cardassians after they just had a war with them. Yet this Starfleet doesn't want to help anybody, it just wants to concentrate on itself. Fucking hell, man. It doesn't make sense. Starfleet would help. It's in the DNA, man. But you could explain this. This is what they could have done in this scene. They could have said, there's been a change of government. They've decided to cancel Picard's mission. The people in charge of Starfleet now are more militaristic and don't feel that it's a good fucking way to help Starfleet by helping one of their enemies. Now, he could have said that, but no, he just said most of them don't want to help because they're either scared or they hate the Romans. That's what he said. Doesn't give names, doesn't give it doesn't say anything that could help the story. It just says pretty much they're just all too scared to help. I mean, why are they scared? If Romulus is about to blow up and all these people have asked for Starfleet's help, how are they a threat? So what, if you move all the fucking Romulans, they're going to turn around and say, I'm going to kill you now because you helped me? No, that would help. But this is Picard Starfleet. Fuck me. Oh yeah, Rafa calls Picard JL. I don't know why. That's nothing. I don't get it. JL, that's not his initials. Oh, yes it is, John Picard. But why are you calling him that? Just call him Captain or Sir or Admiral or something. Calling him JL just sounds like 20th century bullshit. And Picard wouldn't be like that. For God's sake, if you watch the Next Generation, he is not a fucking, hip prick, is he? He's a fucking dickhead. And that's what you liked about Picard, because he was straight and fucking true and all that shit. But I don't know, Raffi seems to think she can call him JL, and Picard's happy with that. Fucking bullshit. Every time she called him that in this episode pissed me off. She then tells Raffi that he gave Starfleet a choice. You either help the Romulans or I quit. And Raffi seems to think that Starfleet have said, yes, then we're going to help the Romulans. No, they obviously fired him. If they had said they're going to help him, would he be coming out depressed? So this is why he got fired, basically, because he pretty much quit because Starfleet wouldn't help the Romulans. And then Raffi gets a message telling her that she's fired. Don't know why they fired her. Like, why would you fire her? Picard's the one who quit. She had nothing to do with his decision. She was surprised herself. But fuck it, right? Let's just have her get fired so that helps the story, right? Right, writers? It doesn't make sense why they fired her. Fucking hell. I mean, they could have said that she did something wrong. No, it was just a pure firing for no reason. I don't get it. It's stupid. Then we go back to the present day. Picard's sitting there with Raffi. Raffi's pretty much pissed off at Picard. They talk about the girl. Why and how she died. Raffi then starts to vape. Because they have vapes now in Starfleet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why she's vaping. Someone could say that's probably not a vape pen. That's a fucking vape pen. Why are they doing vape? Like, smoking. Oh my god, there's an episode where they even talk about when humanity destroyed their bodies by putting chemicals in them. I mean, for God's sake. So what if again, this is bloody Picard. Backwards bullshit. That's in the original series, in the fucking, Next Generation, all the way up to Deep Space Nine and Voyager. They all grew out of this shit. But in Picard, no, they've all come back. Oh, they also swear again. I don't know what the fuck, why. Fucking hell. Yeah, she blames Picard for everything in her life, by the way. Everything. The fact she keeps bringing up the fact that he lives on a winery. And I'm just like, why does that matter to you? You're on Earth. It's literally, again, paradise. They done nothing bad. Oh my god. This bitch she lost her job. Obviously you're on Earth, where everything's for free. Humanity's gone beyond all this shit. But no, apparently, her life's been so terrible since she got fired. And it's all Picard's fault because he didn't check up on her. Woman, get some self-respect. I mean, what the fuck? You're gonna blame Picard for everything in your life? I've been in that fucking situation too. Where I've had a career, and then I get fired from it, and then I have a fucking long few years of fucking trying to get over it. I'm still trying to get over some of it. I don't blame anybody. It's my fault. I get on with it. This one is just wallowing and fucking saying, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's Picard's fault because he didn't fucking come and visit me all the fucking time. Bitch, fucking grow up. Get a fucking life. But obviously she hasn't. God, what a fucking joke she is. We then go to the Borg cube again, where we see Robot Girl fucking, talking with the drones. They call them the Nameless now, not drones, because I don't know why. I mean, why do the Romulans give a shit? Why does she give a shit? They're fucking drones, but she's treating them like they're humans, but fucking hell. So a Borg comes over to her, tells her, asks her what she's doing. She starts talking to the drone in her own language. He says, why are you doing that? She says, it's better for them. I don't get it. Fair enough. She's a caring person. That's what we get from that scene. She then asks him if they can go speak to one of the drones that have been de-dronified, that have been freed from the collective. And he says yes, and they go down there to go talk to her. This scene takes fucking so long. It's just unbelievably long. What else? Oh yeah, it turns out the guy that she's talking to is also a drone that they've detached from the collective. And yeah, it's a boring ass scene. Trust me, if you watch the episode, you know what I mean. I don't really say much. Again, this whole episode, big scenes, barely anything gets said. Unbelievable. Picard then talks to Raffi. We then go back to Picard, and Raffi talks to her about the Romulans and how he thinks they've infected Starfleet. She then reminds him that I told you all this 15 years ago, and I said one of the admirals was involved. Hang on. Whoa, back, man. Apparently Raffi has found evidence that there was a Starfleet admiral involved in the attack. Now, I'm not sure if it was everything she said, but if they both knew that, why the fuck didn't they go to Starfleet security or anybody? Why? Most of this is bullshit, because some of the shit they can just go to someone to talk to about. So they think there's an admiral who's been involved in the attack, and Raffi tries to convince Picard that the admiral wanted to kill Romulans, and the Romulans were also involved. And Picard's like, why would they want to kill a fleet that they're sending to help the Romulans? Which makes fucking sense. Why are they trying to kill that fleet? That fleet's going to help them. That just seems so ridiculously stupid for the Romulans to attack it. But again, why do the Romulans need a fleet? Again, even though they're an empire, they have their own ships. But anyway, fucking Picard. Picard then tells us, because they forget about the fucking agent and all that shit, and how it's, again, they talk about the fact Starfleet's been infected by Romulan spies and don't do shit about it. They don't tell admirals, they don't tell security. No, they just they talk about that like it's nothing, and it doesn't make sense. If you know there's a fucking spy in Starfleet, go fucking tell them. That might even get the spies to get worried and fucking leave. Or at least help. Like, bring them out, because they might try to kill you. My God. I mean, how the fuck can you not tell Starfleet that? If you know that, tell them. Unbelievable. Picard asks Raffi to help him find a pilot. She refuses. They do all this crap again, like arguing with each other. Then Raffi says, I know about a pilot, and I'll tell him to expect your call, and all that shit. And then that scene ends. God damn it, this fucking episode. Fuck me. I've got a script, so, I'm trying to keep to it so I don't go all over the place. But I seem to still be doing that, so this might not be working. We then go to a scene where the spy girl, the brigadier, whatever she is, she goes to talk with the scientist, and it just ends there. You don't hear the conversation. It's just goes up to scientist girl, and they say, "Can I talk to you?" She says yes, and it ends there. We don't get to hear the conversation. No, we'll just get told about that later. But fuck it, right? Robot Girl goes down to the drones to talk with one of the woman drones. The woman drone is playing some sort of game. She tries to talk to her in her own language again. For fuck's sake, can we get on? Why is it in Starfleet they keep talking in alien languages to each other? They have a universal translator. They never need to do this in good Star Trek because it just didn't make sense. Because we all know that they have that translator for a reason. So you're talking your own languages and we can just enjoy the episode. Fuck me. So they talk a little bit. The scene's boring, trust me. We then go back to Captain Picard beaming on a ship. Some random ship. And then we meet an EMH who looks exactly like the fucking captain. Captain Rossi. I think that's what his name is. Yeah, an EMH. And Rossi is just sitting there with a fucking piece of metal in him fucking himself. And I know this thing's supposed to show that he's a hard man or something, but fuck off. So he's just sitting there having a smoke. He's fucking smoking. What? Humanity doesn't do that shit anymore. But this... my fucking god. Again, Picard doesn't give a shit about canon. Oh my god. The fuck is wrong with these writers, man? I mean, what the fuck? So yeah, Rossi looks the EMH looks exactly like Captain Rossi. I don't fucking get it. Why the fuck didn't you... Why? Why don't you get another actor? Because that just looks stupid. I'm guessing they're trying to save money. But what the fuck? By the way, Rossi... The EMH is a different accent to Rossi. Rossi sounds, I think it's Spanish. Or a little bit of Spanish American. I don't know. The actor's pretty good. I've seen him in the Three Musketeers BBC show. He's a good actor, so... Again, I hope he's good in the next episode. Because you didn't see him that much in this. Picard wants to hire his ship and... You know, because he needs to get somewhere. Don't know. Captain Rossi is pretty much like, I don't really want to do this. You've got kind of convince me mode. Picard then starts to talk about the fact that he was in charge of a battleship or a battle cruiser. So Starfleet now has battle cruisers. The Science Fleet has battle cruisers. Again, they could have explained this shit. They could have said in the first episode, Starfleet has radically changed and shown us all of this shit. That the Starfleet has now battleships, battle cruisers. They've gone all this way. And why did they do that? Because of the Dominion War. Because of the Shinzon incident. It's like reasons you could have brought back up, Picard. You could have had the first episode just been Picard trying to stop Starfleet turning to this military force again and just failing, and then realising that he couldn't stop it, and then saying, you know, he's an old man, he's just so depressed and he just gives up and he goes to his ranch. That would have been a much more compelling story then, where he couldn't save all those Romulans and Starfleet's gone all racist. I mean, for fuck's sake, there is stories you could bring back to fucking sort this episode out. You could have said in the first episode all that stuff and talked about the Dominion War and talked about all the other characters like the ones in the fucking Deep Space Nine. Brought some of them back into this show. This show could have all been about how Starfleet has gone so militaristic. It's become a police state. That Picard's the only man trying to fight against the police establishment. That could have been a compelling story. But no, we got to talk about a robot girl. Because that's fucking important. So yeah, he was in command of a battleship. Turns out that, yeah, he fucked up. And that's why he left Starfleet. But the fact is that he's still Starfleet through and through. Because Picard pretty much mentions it like, you are definitely fucking Starfleet through and through. That's what he says. And then scene ends there. It's Ross, a Starfleet man. Yeah, he pretty much calls him a Starfleet man. And the scene ends there. Raffi is trying to break into a computer. It turns out the computer she's trying to break into is Starfleet headquarters computer. I don't know why, but yeah, she's trying to break into it because the computer systems on Earth are exactly like the ones in the 21st century. They haven't evolved or anything, no. They're the same fucking thing. Jesus Christ. This episode fucking bullshit, man. We then go back up to the ship. The EMH then changed accents. He had an English accent on the first time we see him. Then he fucking goes all Irish. I don't get that. Is that supposed to be funny? Is that seriously supposed to be funny? Picard. That's not funny, that's insulting and stupid. It's like, for fuck's sake. He then goes through fucking... The EMH then starts talking about Picard's history to Rossi try and get him to help Picard. And then we find out that Rossi, as apparently his mission on that battleship didn't go so well, because he remembers people dying on his mission and he doesn't want to ever go into that situation again. And I can kind of get that. I mean, if you've been in command of a situation like that and you've seen people die and you don't feel like getting to that, you don't want to go and do something like that again, then yeah, I think he's right not to fucking want to help Picard, because it's not his problem, is it? But he pretty much, the EMH pretty much convinces Rossi to help Picard. We then go back to Picard in his chateau. He's talking with the Romulans about he wants to go up. He can't wait to go out into the universe and do what he used to do. Fucking hell. It would have been interesting if he had a ship of his own, but you know, let's go get a fucking moron to help him. I'm sorry, it's just when you watch this episode, you really want to. You're trying to enjoy it. You're a Star Trek fan, and most of the crap you're listening to is either boring or just insulting. Fucking hell. Where are we now? Talks to drone. Yeah, Robot Girl talks to the drone again. She's trying to talk about her religion now. She doesn't go into that much detail. She's trying to talk about, you know, how she was disconnected from the Borg, basically, and the robot's not answering. She then talks in her language again. God knows why. We then go back to Picard's home where they're pretty much packing up, getting him ready to go, and then Picard's house is attacked by the Romulans again. And it's a good fight. I'm not going to, you know, go too hard on it. It's a good fight. They had a lot of fighting, shooting. Picard pretty much acting his age. I feel so fucking sorry for Patrick Stewart. I mean, he's doing the best he can, but his age is getting up there. And it's just stuff he can't do anymore. That's convincing. You can kind of see an extra trying to go at him, and you can see the extras kind of hesitating and shit. It's like, it's fucking hell. The Romulans are pretty much killing everyone they can. There's weapons everywhere, by the way. It's like, there's one under the table. I think there's one under a desk. It's crazy. Oh, and then when the fighting does stop, a Romulan comes out of nowhere, and then the scientist woman that Picard's been talking to shoots one of them. And then says, maybe it was on stun, and then the Romulan had to make a joke. None of our weapons are ever on stun. Okay? That wasn't that funny. That was kind of... Again, they're trying to do comedy because it's J.J. Abrams' Star Trek, but fucking hell. Fix your fucking comedy, Star Trek, because it's not funny. They pretty much grab one of the men that survived, and they try and question him. Go back up to the Borg ship where the robot girl was talking with the drone again, and the drone starts talking about her religion and asking her question, and then the robot girl starts asking her more questions about the religion. Doesn't really get anywhere. Talking about the game she's playing. You can see the woman is the Borg woman that they've disconnected is not comfortable. But the robot girl still keeps talking to her about it. Don't know why. She starts going erratically insane. Start asking about which sister are you? Are you the dead one, or are you the... what was it called? destroyer. She starts calling her the destroyer. She goes fucking loopy. She grabs one of the Romulan security guys' phaser, points it at the girl, has a clean shot, doesn't take it, puts the gun to her, tries to shoot herself. Robot Girl has to run over and save her life. Not a really compelling scene, but fuck it. They're interrogating the Romulan prisoner. Picard is now interrogating the Romulan prisoner. The prisoner's pretty much saying, fuck you, basically. Then the Romulan woman who's there with Picard calls the Romulan prisoner they have a northerner because he is strong-willed and he's not cooperating. I don't know, I don't really want to mention this, but God, this could be Brexit. This could be Brexit. If you don't know, most of the north of England voted for Brexit. So that might be a dig at them. I'm not going to go into it because, fucking hell. It's just why I put that in there. I have a feeling that it was that, but I could be wrong. We then go back to Robot Girl, who then calls up her mother, asks about her sister. The mum lies to her. This somehow makes her fall asleep. I'm not sure why. I mean, I don't know. She falls asleep, and straight away she wakes up, and then the bloke she's been sleeping with comes in, and they then start talking about what happened. He then tells her he loves her. Okay. Not really. No, I don't get. Their love story is completely shit. I mean, fucking hell. They've only just met each other, and then he said, "I love you." To most women, that would be a fucking signal to get the fuck away from the guy, but Robot Girl does not seem to want to fucking go. He then leaves the room, and he bumps into his sister, who's just come back, and she has her ears back, so she's a Romulan with Romulan ears. They talk about the Robot Girl. They pretty much know what she is, because apparently she's I don't know what she is. They didn't really talk about it much. I think they're trying to get her to get a link to the Borg. I'm not too sure. They have a very seriously fucked up relationship. How close she was getting to him. I thought she was going to kiss him at one point. It was fucking hell. There's parts you don't do in this Starfleet. I mean, what the fuck? I don't know, maybe that's the writer's secret fetish. They like their sister or something. I don't know. We then go back to Picard, who's with his who then starts talking to the scientist lady. The scientist lady then tells Picard about and she came to talk to her about Picard and talked about what did he want to know. She told her everything except, and by the way, this is ridiculous, that she's going to come with Picard on his mission to find the sister, because that's the mission, everybody. He is going to try and find the sister, and now scientist woman is coming with him. Why are you doing that? It is dumb. She is obviously not fit for the damn fucking job. Why are you taking her? But fuck it, right? Let's just throw her in. God, I don't know. And then she says the weirdest fucking sentence. And I can't believe she said this. I'm going with you, and I will, whatever it costs, and then I'll pay any money to whoever you need. I think that's what she said. Yeah, she's talking about money. In Star Trek. Money. There's no fucking money on Earth. That's gone. But now and then, fucking Captain, what's his face again? Rossi then fucking communicates down to them and says, yes, I'm very pricey. It's like, what the fuck are you on about? Why are you talking about money? This is fucking Star Trek. Money's gone, you fucking dickheads. My fucking God. Again, they don't give a shit. They really don't. They're now talking about money, they're swearing. Humans are fucking stupid again. What the fuck? This episode's fucking trash. They've been back on the ship. Well, Rossi's ship. Raffi's there, apparently. She's pretty much... I don't know, she needs to get somewhere called Free Cloud. She even fucking notices the science lady is really unfit to go on this fucking mission. Fuck me. I think even old Picard would have fucking told her to stay on Earth, but I don't know. It's a very small crew, by the way. Very small. There's like 3-4 people on there, if you count the EMH. Why doesn't take one of the Romulans with him? I don't know. They fucking can. They can handle themselves in a fight. So, fuck, I don't even know. And then we get to the stupidest, one of the stupidest things. Jesus Christ. He then says, engage. Motherfucker, why? Why are you saying engage, man? You don't need to. This is not your ship. You're not the captain. Rossi is. God, and then it ends. There we go. That's the episode, people. Christ. This episode is pretty fucking boring. It's fucking annoying. And I don't suggest you watch it. If you want to fucking watch your fucking Star Trek series, go to fucking Netflix or go wherever and watch the originals. Or watch, you know, Next Gen, Deep Space Nine or Voyager. Because they're Star Trek. This is not Star Trek. It keeps pissing on the legacy. It keeps trying to tell you that humanity is backwards again. There's just so much in this fucking series that's just fucking awful. And it just disrespects the old Star Trek legacy. And man, they really don't respect it. It's like I'm watching a drama. And I shouldn't be. I should be watching Star Trek. I feel like I'm watching Hawaii Five-0. I have no idea why I'm feeling that. Oh my God. And I hate Hawaii Five-0, by the way. That's crap. I would suggest not watching this. Ever. This is not Star Trek. I'll give this episode... I'm giving it a 2. A 2 out of 10. There's nothing really good in this. The fight scene's okay, but it's a fight scene. What do you want? Why they didn't do that earlier with Picard, by the way, doesn't make sense. It's not like they don't know where Picard is, by the way, because the fucking news team knew where fucking Picard was. So why it's taken them 3 episodes to do this, I don't know. God. There could have been a story here. There could have been. You could have made this story about Starfleet becoming so militarized that Picard lost faith in humanity. This could have been a story about Picard trying to free humanity from fear that we were in. Because it would make sense in this period, after the Dominion War, after the Sinzon crisis, that humanity would be scared. That Starfleet would go militaristic. If Picard could have been that beacon that said, stop leaning into your fears and start helping people. And I know that's probably what they're trying to go, but they could have done it so better. Instead of this being focused on the magic robot girl. But no, it's just all concentrated on her. And this series is boring. We haven't gone anywhere. There's 3 episodes. We're on Earth still. We haven't gone anywhere on Earth except fucking Starfleet headquarters, Picard's ranch, and what's her face? Raffi's fucking, I don't know, pickup truck or something. I don't fucking know. The ship doesn't look great, by the way, that they travel on. You know, Captain Rossi's ship. It looks pretty shit. I mean, why didn't they just give him a starship crew? That would have been a better... I don't know. That's my review on Captain Picard. I suggest you avoid it, but if you don't, fine. But that's me. Give this a like if you like it, give it a dislike if you dislike it. And do comment below and tell me, do you like Picard? Do you like where it's going? And do you think this series is going to end on a high? Or do you think you're like me, where you think this series is going to end on a fucking low? And 10 more soldier, bye.